today we're going to talk about 5 scams that buyers and sellers need to be aware of. Now, I think at this point, everybody knows that Nigerian prince is not real. He doesn't have $1 billion that he wants to send you. But there's a lot of other things that happen, especially when it comes to real estate, that most people are not aware of, and they may get taken by the scam, if you will. So the first thing is asking you to wire your earnest money or your funds for closing. Now, wiring is a very common method these days for people to transfer money. And if you're selling your house, 9 times out of 10, the title company will just wire the money into your account because it's available to you immediately instead of having that hold placed on it by your bank for 8 to 10 days. If you're a buyer, you may want to go ahead and wire the funds that you need for closing to the title company so that they're available and ready and you didn't have to go to the bank and get a cashier's check or whatever. Now, the scam is that hackers will get into either your email or the title company's email, and they'll send an email that looks very similar to your email address or the title company's email address. And they will give you new wiring instructions. That's the scam, is they're trying to steal your money. Okay? So anytime you get wiring instructions by email or from someone with a name that you're not familiar with in the whole buying process, you want to call that title company and say, hey, I just got an email with wiring instructions trying to make sure that this is legit or if it's a scam. Don't ever just send the money without double checking. The other thing on that is you never want to send your bank account information by email because someone could be sitting dormant in your email waiting on that information, and then they swoop every bit of money out of your account. The second one is we'll buy your house for cash. That one seems too good to be true, so it probably is. There are rehabbers out there who will pay you cash for your home. Typically, they're going to give you 60 to 70 cents on the dollar for what your home may actually be worth. Make sure the company you're talking to is legit. Make sure that the paperwork is legitimate. A lot of times people think they have sold their home and then no money ever got transferred. There's always an excuse or a holdup. Make sure that you know who you're talking to if you're trying to get your home sold. The third are fake Craigslist listings. I think this scam has been around long enough that most people are familiar with it, but a lot of times people on Craigslist, the scammers, will take a true real estate listing and swipe the picture, swipe the description, and then offer it for rent to people. And so a homeowner thinks their house is for sale, and all of a sudden they have people knocking on their door talking about, we want to rent your house. It's not for rent. But the scammers will get you to send them a deposit. They'll promise to send you the keys. You never get to move in because they obviously don't have the keys, and the house was never for rent. So always try to do a little bit of homework when you find homes for rent on Craigslist to make sure they are truly for rent and not for sale. The fourth one is estimating the value of your home online. And this is one that I've talked about before. Zillow has what they call their Zestimate, which is a guess as to what your home may be worth. Now, if you live in a big city, Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, where there are subdivisions that have 300, 400, 500 homes in them, a Zestimate may be really accurate, probably going to be right on the money, because typically the same developer has built all the houses in that subdivision. They're cookie cutter. There's 2 or 3 models of homes that the entire subdivision's made of. So the Zestimate is going to be pretty accurate because it's looking at what homes in your immediate area have sold for and then putting together that formula on your house. Here in East Tennessee, Zestimates are not worth the paper they're printed on, and I'll tell you why. Here in East Tennessee, you can drive down the road and you can pass a single wide, a double wide, a single family home, and within a half a mile, there's a $500,000 house. So if it's looking at all the things around you that have sold, it has no idea what your home is worth because it's not taking into account that you're the double wide next to a $500,000 house that just sold. It doesn't understand, because it's a computer algorithm, that you're in a lake subdivision and your home has a lake view, or that your home is lakefront. So it's not giving you a true estimate of what your home's worth because East Tennessee varies so much. Okay. So when you submit your information on one of those and somebody just spits you a number back automatically, it's usually never right. And Zillow's website will even tell you that their accuracy in the state of Tennessee is less than 85%. So if you're wanting to know the value of your home, talk to a realtor who can actually come look at your house and give you an accurate number. The last one is help for distressed homeowners. And I think we're probably going to see this scam coming back in the next couple of years if the foreclosures start to increase and short sales start to increase. People are going to fall behind on their mortgage and they hear, oh, we can give you help. We can do a forbearance for you. We can help you modify your loan. And you end up paying this individual a large sum of money to help you. And all they're doing is taking your money and running and leaving you in an even worse situation. So if you find yourself having trouble making your mortgage payments, call your mortgage lender. Talk to that person directly, because then you know the information you're getting is accurate and correct, and they will be the ones who can walk you through and give you the resources you need to try and correct the situation that you're in. If you ever need a referral to a mortgage person, I'm happy to help you with that as well. I'm Amy Schrader with RE/MAX Real Estate 10, 423-748-8811.